Like I said in the past video, it's Oscar season, man. So we right back at it again, man. Nostalgic. Why the Oscars don't work anymore? This man here, bro. Golly, why it don't work?
Officer, so on, so on, so on. I don't gripe to you.
This is Saving Private Ryan. It won the Best Picture Oscar in 1998. Oh wait, no it didn't.
Now listen to me, you dregs. Actors a ten a penny. And I, Hugh Fenneman, hold your nuts.
There's a chain of command. Gripes go up. There's a chain of command. Gripes go up, not down. Always up. You gripe to me. I gripe to my superior officer, so on, so on, so on. I don't gripe to you.
This is Saving Private Ryan. It won the Best Picture Oscar in 1998. Oh wait, no it didn't.
Now listen to me, you dregs. Actors a ten a penny. And I, Hugh Fenneman, hold your nuts in my hand.
This is Shakespeare in Love. It won the Best Picture Oscar in 1998. Believe it or not, this movie fundamentally changed the trajectory of Hollywood forever. Sure, it seems like this is a not so memorable.
Was that that freaky ass man Harvey Weinstein? That was him. Was that him? I don't know.
Film from the peak of the 90s Miramax boom, but it's so much more. This movie actually turned out to be the guinea pig for how movie studios buy the Oscars.
This fervor around award seasons, it's unbelievable. It's almost like Oscar Wildean. It's very much of the high court. These are the sophisticated people.
The history of the Oscars is nothing short of complicated. Today, it's the award show to end all award shows, but it wasn't always that way. It was originally introduced as a gala event that would be used to showcase the best and brightest films that Tinseltown has to offer. However, this glitz and glam has always been something of a smokescreen. There's actually a darker truth behind why the Academy Awards, more commonly referred to as the Oscars, were introduced. They were intended to be used as a union-busting endeavor. The creation of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences kicked off in 1927. It was meant as a workaround by
Capitalism.
Hollywood mega mogul Louis B. Mayer to attempt to kneecap the growing labor union advocacy efforts across town. In 1929, Mayer jump-started the Oscars. He did so both as a means of spreading positive awareness about films that he deemed worthy, and also in order to counteract some of early Hollywood's less than savory news stories, and specifically in order to have a proverbial carrot and stick to keep directors, actors, and other people advocating for unionization in line. As the decades progressed, the Oscars achieved one of Mayer's goals unilaterally. It became the gold standard, no pun intended, for artistic success. Filmmakers, actors, and producers would work their whole life attempting to be granted the honor of standing on the stage and accepting the small golden statue. Obviously, the seedy origins of the award show have never fully been removed, but they've since evolved significantly, or at least that's the public perception. While the Oscars voting system has always been highly political and at various times highly fueled by professional jealousy and racial
I probably should be like pausing more. But I mean, y'all can see how racially skewed are the Oscars, bro. We know, we know already. So it was a whole bunch of old white dudes, some white women, some others, a little bit of others. I mean, but it was mostly just old white dudes.
bias, the process of winning an Oscar wasn't what it is today. One film, and really one man, changed that forever. Harvey Weinstein and Shakespeare in Love.
I'd like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
The year was 1998, and the two frontrunners for Best Picture were Steven Spielberg's seminal war epic Saving Private Ryan and the historical romantic comedy Shakespeare in Love. One of these films is a timeless classic. The other, a movie that's name is remembered, but I'd wager you can't tell me anything specific that actually happened.
I seen Saving Private Ryan maybe one time, if I remember correctly. Actually, maybe I haven't. Maybe I should. Never seen Shakespeare in Love. Nah. I'm straight.
During its runtime. Maybe you remember it's about a young William Shakespeare falling in love with the woman who will inspire him to create Romeo and Juliet. But even that is probably stretching it in terms of the cultural memory of the film. And yet, it won 7 Academy Awards.
Was that Ben Affleck? Let me go back. Let me go back.
Stretching it in terms of the cultural
That looked like him.
memory of the film, and yet it won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Screenplay, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress. Why? Was the film that amazing? No, but Harvey Weinstein figured out how to break the Oscars. Weinstein saw the Oscars as the path to legitimacy for Miramax, so he engineered a direct and aggressive assault on the established status quo on how these things were done. He arranged screenings of his films in elder care facilities to court aging Academy members. He started bad word-of-mouth controversies about rival films or filmmakers, oftentimes literally just lying about their personal lives in order to diminish them in the eyes
So this man always just been a nasty man, man. Nasty man. Dirty man. Come on.
of the voting body, and in some cases would literally pay the personal assistants of the Academy members to fill out their ballots for them and coincidentally mark all of the Miramax films as winners. These tactics turned Weinstein into one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. He single-handedly reshaped the types of movies that were being produced and pushed the cultural palette in a very specific direction for close to a decade, before his criminal indiscretions proved to be his undoing. However,
Nasty man. Nasty man.
these exact tactics would be utilized by every other studio and production company moving forward. So much so that when Netflix was campaigning for the legitimacy of streaming, they literally ran Weinstein's playbook. They took out massive billboards, hosted private screenings for members of various guilds, and sent gift baskets to important and influential members of the Academy. These tactics are so successful that Netflix was able to use them to literally redefine what film and television even are. Can you imagine trying to explain what streaming is to someone from the 30s? It would be simultaneously really easy and really difficult. And Netflix used the glad-handing, self-corruption of definitely not payola to get the idea of what a movie even is altered. They paid through the nose to have streaming projects not thought of as made-for-TV level of quality. A theatrically exhibited film used to be the peak of artistic success, and they've thoroughly strong-armed every cultural tastemaker into having no choice but to publicly say otherwise. And it's negatively affecting everything. Writers can't afford to live, actors aren't able to support themselves, and theatrical windows are being diminished down to 2 weeks. The whole industry is seemingly shuddering to a stop, and you can draw a straight line from Harvey Weinstein bullying people into voting against Saving Private Ryan to the near collapse of all of Hollywood. It's everywhere. It's not even a choice, really. This way of
I mean, it was gonna always head this way because dun 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 capitalism, man. Whenever you start putting money on stuff, it is what it is. And now you put in categories and you won this, you the best at this, blah 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 blah. The people know, man. People that actually watch these movies, still watch these movies, man. These are the movies, man. The trophies don't matter. It's all made up anyway, man. The voters don't take it serious, so I don't know, man. But it's fun. It's definitely fun. Like, just to see what happened, because you never know. Crazy things happen. The obvious thing happens, so.
campaigning and grandstanding for these awards can be seen all throughout Hollywood now. It's everywhere. It's not even a choice, really. If you're an artist working in this hellscape, you have to play the game. When Leonardo DiCaprio was making the push for The Revenant, he literally got engaged as a way to signal to the Academy voters that he was settling down and deserved the Best Actor win. As soon as
Bird, what? Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Why does that even matter? This is about the movie. What my personal life, bruh, I'm an actor. I am an actor. I acted on there, bruh. Judge that. Not what I'm doing in my personal life, bruh. If I don't wanna date me a 35-year-old, don't make crazy. But nah, man, you know, you gotta, come on, man. Judge the art for, if you like, the fact that we judging art in the first place. But anyway, man, since we doing it, since folks is doing it, man, judge it on the art itself, not the personal, bro. Like, what's going on with, I guess, what's his name, Timothy Chalamet, bro. Come on, bro. Judge it on the art, bro. If you think he the best actor, judge it on the art. If you think Michael B. Jordan, judge. If you think Leo, judge it on the art, man. Not what they said back in 2019 or stuff crazy, man.
As he won, shockingly, he and his girlfriend, fiance, parted ways. This type of command performance lifestyle parade is just what it takes now. And let's be real, we don't need to defend Leo DiCaprio. He's doing just fine. But it's more of an example of, if he has to do this, imagine what the smaller actors who are still on the come up have to endure. Even look at what Timothy Chalamet was doing. The guy stood on top of the Sphere in Vegas, chanting
I was just talking about this.
Marty Supreme, for Christ's sake. Even just in the way he's been giving his acceptance speeches, going from over the top proclaiming he wants to be one of the great ones to being overly humble and demure, the performance of the campaign for an Oscar is just as important as the performance on the screen.
I never knew until, like, I started, keeping up with the Oscars, because obviously Sinners, I think that movie probably is gonna make me into a cinephile, maybe. But anyway, now that people really take these acceptance speeches serious. Like, what the do it matter for? Bro, like, if somebody went up there and just said, man, thank y'all, bro, appreciate y'all, bro, and walked off, somebody will look at that and be like, you know what? I'm not voting for this man for the Oscar, bro. I don't like the way you think. You ain't really get up there and made me want to cry. Like, bro, what is going on, man? Just judge the art for the art, since we judging art. We don't need to be judging art, but since we judging art, come on, man, judge it for the art, bro. This shit is stupid. But, humans are stupid, bro. I was about to go crazy, but humans are stupid.
I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight.
We can be honest, right? At the end of the day, giving awards for artistic achievements is a fool's errand. Art should be measured by its impact on people, how it makes you feel, what it does for the...
Bro, I promise I never watch this video, but look, bro, this man know he get it, bro. I get it, everybody. We all get it. So, since we all get it, why aren't we doing it? Like, why are we doing the opposite? It's just we all get it. I guess we all don't get it.
Individuals who consume it. Giving a definitive answer to which of these films is the best is pointless. So much so that the award show itself has evolved to almost accept that fact. The Best Picture category is now 10 films, up from 5 just a few short years ago. Most of these films feel like they're being included off of nothing more than a token of appreciation. If it felt like all 10 of these films were truly in contention to win, maybe this would be a different experience, but it's so clearly not the case. You have 2 or 3 that are really in the running for Best Picture, and then the rest are a bunch of pats on the head to...
I'm not gonna lie. Never mind, I really can't. I can't say what I want to say. What I wanted to say was, Marty Supreme is not really, that's a stretch. I guess it's probably, it's not even 3. You got Hamnet and, what's the other one? Sentimental Value, folks is talking about crazy. Like, I don't know about all that. So, but I will say I didn't watch Marty Supreme. Didn't watch one battle after another, man. I'm not gonna lie. I probably should. I think it's on streaming, so I'll check it out. But
various corners of the filmmaking world. Take, for example, F1. It was included as a Best Picture
I didn't watch this either. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I know this is on Apple, right? I'm cool.
nominee. Really? Sure, it's fun to watch the cars go zoom zoom on a 100-foot IMAX screen,
Exactly, like zoom. I'm cool off the race car movies, man. I think the last race car movie I watched was Talladega Nights.
but Best Picture? Really? This is like that whole most popular film category the Oscars tried to introduce and then backpedaled on immediately, or that weird Twitter poll idea they had in 2022. It's so clear that the Academy's aging voter base doesn't have their finger on any sort of pulse of what's culturally important. But even further than that, they basically can't. The system is so corrupted by lobbying, political maneuvering, and studio interference that there's almost no way to restore this award show to anything even remotely based around meritocracy. And maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe this whole endeavor is just pointless. And yet, there's still a part of all of us that wants to love the Oscars. Sure, the award ceremony has roots in dark places and has been malevolently twisted and mangled over time, but there's still the idea of what the Oscars stands for that's really powerful. One night a year where artists are celebrated, where we all collectively tune in to see which of the films released this year will be anointed as the best, to be given a ceremonial wreath and a chance to be remembered, because that's all that artists really want. They just want their work to be remembered for having an impact. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Oscars are bought and paid for. They just are. But there's a small part of all of us that wants them to be a real celebration of the idea of the movies. And
You gotta play the game, man. I get it, cause like sometimes future checks like rely on getting wins, like or getting nominated, getting wins, getting acknowledged. So I mean, if they keep working, I'm sure they don't really care. But to keep working, you probably need your name. I mean, you probably need to be recognized by the Oscar, by the Academy, or whatever. So I get it.
maybe someday we'll get that back, but it'll probably take a while. And well, that's all we have.
All right, man. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that, man. Nerdastalgia, y'all go like, subscribe, and all that. Do all that jazzy stuff, man. And yeah, that was the video, bro. It's Oscar season, man. The Oscars are actually tomorrow. I'm kind of dating the video. It don't matter. Oscars tomorrow, man. We'll see what happens. People are scared that Cinder's not gonna really win big. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But congratulations to everybody that made it. Good luck. Yeah, have a good one.